My mic sound nice.
Check one.
You are not mistaken. You ain't tripping. It's me, it's Iceberg, and it's Brothers Talking Shit Entertainment. Bro, what's good?
Man, chilling, man. I can't complain, man. Uh it's time, right? You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of conversations about a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? We're a multifaceted bunch of 8 people who have different opinions about life, sports, entertainment, right? And a major part of that is, you know what I mean, the shows you watch, right?
Right.
Just TV in general, man. So we brothers talking shh, and we got opinions about everything, right? You know what I'm
Indeed.
saying? So it's just natural to sit here and talk about what we watching, man. So, what we watching?
And to give y'all something to watch. See, it's like Wu-Tang a little bit. Like,
Right.
we can't get everything we gotta get off, pause, in one
Pause.
verse.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a whole
Yeah.
song. I would
Yeah.
like to say it a lot, but
Yeah.
it's we real deep, so we might as well
Yeah.
be Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
All right, so what we watching right
Uh,
now? Go ahead, go
yeah,
ahead, go ahead.
we're just trying to expand the brother verse, you know what I'm saying?
Indeed,
So
the
just
brother
different
verse is
the
hot.
brother verse is
It's
what it
hot.
is, right?
Yes.
That's what we are right now. Mobland, right?
Mobland.
My brother hit me up. It was like, yo, you gotta start watching Mobland. So I binged the 2 episodes that are out right now, and you know you done fucked up because we had to do this every week now.
That's
Because you
fine.
ain't say binge your whole show and talk about it. You said binge 2 episodes, so they're gonna be looking for our goddamn commentary
On
come
that
episode 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? So we
episode.
might have a mob land situation until it's over,
All
right?
right. So
So
Mobland consists of my
yeah,
man Tom Hardy. That
Tom
stuck out
Hardy's
to
in
me.
it. Yep,
That stuck out to me.
Pierce Brosnan is in it. You know what I'm
Definitely. But
saying?
the Tom Hardy, you see a lot of these actors now, it seems like they tapping into the TV situation.
Yeah, I
You get
think
what I'm
it ain't
saying?
enough money in Hollywood no more. You know what I'm saying? Especially since post pandemic, the strikes, the movie theaters ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? You go see a movie in the movie theaters in about 10 days. You know what I'm saying? You watch that shit from the crib.
Yo,
Right?
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
So to see him move over to that space was dope. All right, so basically the show is, and bro, you
But
give
don't
me a little.
forget Helen Mirren. Helen Mirren is in it too,
Yo,
bro.
what else I seen her in? I cannot think of what else I seen her in, bro.
Helen Mirren had been she didn't play the Queen. She played the young Queen. She played Queen Elizabeth. She's in the spinoff from what's that show with Kevin Costner? Uh,
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. Yeah,
Right,
she
she in the joint.
1873.
She in the joint with Harrison Ford.
Yeah. She in
Right,
that
right,
joint,
right.
and she also played in some of the Fast and the Furiouses. She played uh uh the dude Shaw and what's his brother name? Jason Statham moms.
Oh, do she?
Yeah, she in that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But Helen Mirren is official, man. She's like British, what's the lady that we love over here so much? Golly, I'm going blank. I can't remember my name. It'll come to me.
All right,
Um,
so the what's the name of the show is a
and it's on
family.
Prime. It's on what?
I think it's
Paramount.
Prime.
It's on Paramount Plus,
Right,
that's attached to Prime,
right,
right? And it's the first season,
right,
2 episodes in right now. It
right.
just aired like March the 20th or something like that. So
Just
it was a
came
couple
out.
weeks. It just came out, so it's
Easy to
fresh.
catch
Easy
on
to
to.
catch up. Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
but
Yeah,
before
go
we go
ahead.
into, let
Yeah,
me
go ahead.
ask you, before we
Yeah.
go into it,
Yeah.
I knew from like I knew 10 minutes in. Now I
Mhm.
knew that first scene.
Yeah.
The first scene where Harry
Yeah.
is talking to the two mob bosses and he
Yeah.
step out the room and what he
Yeah.
go back in and do. Now I'm not going to tell y'all what he went back in and do, but when I seen that, I
He's
was
like, I'm
locked
locked
in.
in. It's like I'm locked in. I mean,
I was
the
locked in.
first 10 minutes of anything tell you what it's going to
Right,
be about, right? Or if
right.
you want to do it, right? And you're like, I don't know if I'm being this. And that just set it off, right? And I was like, all right, cool. I'm definitely locked in. Um, but yeah, he got to it. He got to it quick, man. And I don't
Right,
know his whole backstory, but that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm
right.
saying? 2 episodes in.
So are we talking about what happens?
We
Should we have
definitely
it?
talking about it.
So
Yeah.
so if you
Yeah.
haven't seen it and you want to see it,
Yeah.
go stop
Yes,
right now.
stop right now, go
Go
see
watch
it,
it.
then come back and holler at us and make sure you know what
Exactly.
I'm saying, comment on this and we can have some conversation in Discord about
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Just pause this and then go and watch it, then get back to it.
And
You
come
know what
rock
I'm
with
saying?
us.
Yeah.
All right. So
Spoiler alert.
Harry is a fixer, right? For
Okay.
a mob family,
Yep. The
very powerful
Kerrigans.
mob family, the
Yep.
Kerrigans
The
in the
Kerrigans.
city. The
Yep.
father, who they called the
The
governor,
governor. Yeah.
I was confused if he was really the governor. I'm not even sure if he is. Is he not the governor? That's
I
what
don't
they
think he
called him.
really the go. I think that's just what they call him.
Okay,
Right? You know what I'm saying? Who was played by Pierce Brosnan.
right. And
Yeah.
to say about Pierce Brosnan,
Yeah.
I've never seen him like this.
For real?
He got like a quirkiness, a kind of crazy. He a little
Yeah.
throw the
But
stuff
you
he be
know he played
saying.
007 before.
Yeah, I know, of course.
Okay. All
So
right.
he to
Yeah.
me, when I
Yeah.
think of Pierce Brosnan, I always think about the cool guy,
Okay.
smooth guy. I think it's
Yeah.
smooth. He's not that in this.
He kind of smooth. Right? I still like him. He kind of
Oh, I know I
smooth.
like him, but
Yeah. He's smooth.
what's the word? Erratic?
Yeah, he the boss. You know what I'm saying? He like,
Is he?
yeah, he like goddamn John Gotti of England.
Is he? I don't know because if you watching the show, I think the wife she pull a lot of strings in his head,
I think she's just a woman.
but he listened to an
He
extent where
listened
as
to his
though
woman, like most men do.
right, but he
Most
give.
powerful men.
If we recall
Yeah.
in the first episode, no, was
Yeah.
the first no, the first episode when Harry went to go sit down with young boy Pop.
Yeah.
She pulled the strings on if to kill him or not when they had the look on him coming outside the
Yeah. Stick
coming
a
out the
twist. That's what they say.
right stick a
Stick a
twist
twist.
right.
Yeah.
So to me,
Yeah.
as she a woman, yeah.
Yeah.
But what also sticks out to me is her and the grandson's energy. Who this all started because the grandson stabbed somebody in the
That
club,
pokey in the club. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And at are we mixed? Should we go
No.
by what happens, or we just doing what we
Just
do?
kind of go. So the first episode is called Stick and Twist.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So let's just kind of talk about the first episode.
All right. So the
Go ahead.
grandson,
Yeah.
he's with his homie.
Yep. Who you
A little
shouldn't be
bit,
with.
right? Because his homie, their dads are enemies.
Yep.
So them two shouldn't be together. So
Right.
when you see them two come together, what threw me, what kind of jumped out to me was the fact that when the other two guys joined them,
The
it was
twins.
the twins joined them. They were
Mhm.
homie with the what's the son name? The grandson name. You remember?
No, I don't remember the grandson name.
The grandson did not want them to come with them three, with them two.
Right.
They was together.
Yep.
The Tommy, I think is the son that the other guy's son.
Oh, I don't know.
All
You
right.
gonna make me look it up. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He invited them, and the grandson, the Kerrigan
Mhm.
grandson, didn't want him to go.
Mhm.
That sticks out to me why how it all plays out at the end of the or going into well once you finish the second episode and you see what really happens
Yeah.
to
Eddie is the Harrington dude.
okay
Yep.
Harrington
So
is Eddie
Eddie, yeah, as Eddie. And are we talking about the other son?
right that's missing Tommy I feel like
No, that's not his name. I don't know. Not important. Right?
right
He missing though. Right?
right right so yeah this all starts because of the grandson
Right.
so we don't know what that's what I'm telling you so we sticking with the first episode right
Yeah. Yeah.
so the first episode the the rival son goes missing. He hasn't returned home, and then the
Mhm.
families find out that the sons who don't supposed to like each other were hanging out together, and
Correct.
that Eddie was the last one to see the other boss's
Yeah.
son.
Yep.
So of course Harry is the guy who is trying to figure it out. I love Tom Hardy's character. To me, he reminds me of Ray Donovan. To me,
Hmm.
it's a kind of Ray Donovan type twist. Ultimate gangster. Everything he say, you feel everything he say. I find myself rewind and listening to the little things he come out his mouth with because he's no joke. He's all about that action. Um, definitely all about that action. But to me, he's scared of his wife.
I don't think so. His name is Conrad, right?
Right,
So the Conrad the governor is Pierce Brosnan character, right?
right, right.
I think he's in charge, but he still listens to his wife, right? So I like
You going
the
back to because I was talking about
who
I
you
was
talking
talking
about
about
her,
Harry.
her wife.
Right,
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, my bad.
right,
Yeah,
right. So
her
I was
wife.
talking
Go
about
ahead.
Harry wife
Yeah,
because just like on the kind of if you watch Ray
yeah,
Donovan wife wasn't no
yeah.
joke neither.
Right.
So it's hood it's kind of funny because as street as you are, whatever
Yeah,
tough as you outside, when you
yeah,
come home,
yeah,
wifey run it and she bring out that other side of you that the streets don't get to see. It's
yeah.
how I felt about Harry.
Right.
So when we talking about the wife, I'm interested in that young lady she met after the she went to the class and she met the
Yeah,
tall brown haired lady.
yeah.
She was having coffee and then she said something about having wine. They didn't
Right.
go back to that in the first two episodes,
Right.
but I think that's something we're going to have to
Yeah.
keep an eye on.
It's a lot too. And Eddie mom and Harry got some energy.
No, and listen, I'm me and T watching it. I told T, I said the first conversation they had about the
Yeah.
milk.
Right.
I said, yo, she on him. She
Yeah.
like, why you say that? The way she said the way she used those words,
She on him.
she was on him.
Yeah. Then she asked him to go back to the hotel room,
But that
share
was
a
that was
room.
in
That
that was
was
in
the
the
second
second
episode. All
episode.
right. I'm just
But
saying, we 2 episodes in.
right,
So yeah,
right.
the
So,
story
but to
doesn't
me,
change.
I told her, I said, "Yo, she on him," but I don't think he's just really flinging her and real smooth about it, or at first he's not really hip to with the milk
Yeah.
situation.
Right.
I don't know if he's hip to what it is she's saying to him.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she's not talking about milk at all. She's like, "Oh, we can
Not
keep
at
this a
all.
secret."
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He just like, "Oh, she not peeping it," but I told
Yeah.
TT like, "Oh no, I said, "Yo,
Yeah.
she on him,"
Yeah.
and then she eventually makes it clear. So I think he kind of always knew and kind of always. How did you take the hotel situation when she offered to get a room? It don't seem like that was the first time she ever came at him like that, right?
They fucking. We
No,
just ain't.
I don't think he hit
I
it.
100% think he hit it.
You think he hit it before?
Yeah, I think he been hit it. But you know,
His best
Eddie. That's Eddie's
dad,
dead
wife,
wife, right?
and
Eddie's
now,
mom's.
and there's something connected between. Can you look up Eddie's dad name?
Eddie's dad is not Brendan. Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin,
Kevin.
Kevin and
Kevin and Sophie is the half one,
right, but no,
and
I'm thinking
Brendan. It's
Kevin,
Eddie, Brendan, and Sophie.
right, and another girl was that the
She
lawyer
the
there.
lawyer. The blonde haired girl is the
The lawyer
lawyer.
was there.
Yeah, she the lawyer.
Is
Yeah.
that their daughter?
No, she not Ken at all. She just the
She's just the
lawyer.
lawyer. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So Kevin and what's Tom Hardy name again? My bad.
Harry.
Were locked up together.
Okay.
They showed them locked up. So we don't
Yeah.
know how.
Oh, that was them when they was kids.
Right when they was
Yeah,
younger.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right, right. So
Okay.
we don't know
All
how
right.
they end up being how. Damn, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Harry. We don't know how Harry ended up being with the family, but
Right.
we see it starts with him meeting Kevin in
In the
jail.
jail, in the pokey. All right.
Right,
Got it, got it, got it. All right, that makes sense. Yeah,
right,
so like it's a lot of stuff going on. Like the two shooters, I don't know their names yet, but I will. Shorty with the braids and my
right.
man's, he was getting to it. They should have popped Richie ass right then and
They
there.
should have. They
Yeah,
should have.
yeah.
Um,
His name is Tommy, by the way. Yeah.
who the kid name is
Richie's
Tommy?
son is Tommy, the one that's missing.
Right, right, right.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. Damn, what was I about to say to you? I do like the flavor of his team and what they got going on. Um, um, damn. Where you hit it?
Yeah, so bro, I need a fucking dictionary. Right?
That's what I was,
I need
yo.
a
That's what I
dictionary
was gonna go
so bad.
to.
I was ready to bang on you last night. Like, what the fuck do you got me watching
You gotta
this
have the closed
late?
caption. You gotta
Yo,
have the captions on.
that
You
don't
got
matter.
to.
The closed caption don't give you the definition of what they saying. I just hear what they saying.
Right,
I don't
right,
know
right,
what they mean. So I find myself, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out what they're saying in their own slang. And I
right,
don't want it to be American arrogance, but it's making me look it up and just kind of figure it out. But I felt like I needed a British slang dictionary. I need to hit, you know what I'm saying, gigs up or something and figure out what he's talking about. Like, I
right,
don't know what's
right,
going on.
right.
Or Damson Idris or Idris Elba or somebody. Like, I need a translator for what they saying, man.
Definitely, it's definitely a thing where though the stuff they
Yeah,
say and the slang they use is just
yeah.
it's dope though. I like it's like a New England. You get what I'm saying?
Right, right,
I
right, 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 right.
I feel like especially with his squad and the way he moved, they're
Yeah,
like the newer version of things. I'm
yeah.
interested in saying, okay, so should we tell them what happens at the end of episode two?
Yeah, right. Yeah. He's gone.
Right.
Right?
So
Like
Tommy's dead,
Tommy's dead.
and Richie knows exactly where Harry's daughter goes to school.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you lie to when your wife asks you, "Are we in danger?" Do you tell her the lie? Or you tell her the truth.
You telling a lie.
You can't tell her the truth.
You can't tell the truth. No
You
way.
can't tell that at all.
Yeah, no way. Richie
If
going off the rails. And like rightfully so. That's his
right,
son. And he
right,
don't know. You know
right,
what I'm saying? But like Harry doing his fixer thing and find out like he in the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like who did it?
right,
You know what I'm saying? But this shit ended like, yo, I think he said something about the size of his cock. I was like,
right, right.
what?
Cut main man,
So-
yo. Cut main man, clean up, no mess, no nothing. Wrapped him in plastic.
yeah. This said his father used to be a butcher or something.
Yo, but see,
Yeah.
that's the same guy who. So now, all right. So did Harry line him? I mean, Tom, not Tommy. Damn,
Eddie.
the Eddie line Tommy up.
No, so it's going to have to be a lot of backstory because what you see is Eddie and Tommy meeting down by the water. And that was after they left the club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's on some the bartender dude, the bar owner dude did something to Tommy, and it has nothing to do with Eddie or the
Right.
Carrigans and all. They just in the middle of it and just trying to, you know what I'm saying, prevent war between you know what I'm saying, Richie's crew and then Conrad's crew.
Right. Do you think them killing his longest friend comes back?
Archie?
Archie. Them
Yo,
killing Archie.
he pulled out the Desert Eagle. His son, that was Kevin. He was like, you know what
Right.
I'm saying, pull the Desert Eagle out, put it to his heart. Dog,
In the middle of the living room.
in the middle of the living room. Splattered everywhere. Everybody was like, holy.
So is Archie Grass? Grass is a snitch or an informant.
Yeah, definitely.
You
Definitely.
think so?
Absolutely. He had something because like Helen said it like, yo, see how he act when you bring up the F word.
Right,
He's
but
talking
that would
about
know. But
fentanyl.
see, but that was because they thought that he was whatever family controlled the fentanyl, he was getting a percentage from them.
Right. Talking about Richie and them. Yeah. It
No,
was
no, no, no. Okay,
he
it might be Richie and
they
them,
said Richie.
but they talking about he's an informant to the cops.
I didn't hear that. I didn't see that
No,
part.
that's the whole Grass part. Grass is an
Mm.
informant because the whole twist of the matter
Oh,
is
because they looking for him with the cops and stuff and got all the
right,
pictures on the joint.
right. But
Ah,
then the whole twist is he went.
yeah.
How do they know if they knew if he had a wire on him, they would have came and shut down everything because they would have
Right.
known
That's
and
what he
killed them
said.
there.
Yeah, he said forensics
Right.
be all over
So
here.
somebody's looking for him. He usually, I guess, he reports to somebody
Yeah.
after. So
Yeah.
they don't know where he is. They don't know that he got murdered, but they feel like if
Yeah.
anybody's going to find out, basically, the cops feel like they're going to
Yeah.
watch Harry because Harry's going to find out how all this is going in
Yeah.
the how all this is in place.
But
So
you
they
know what
really
I
think
think
he's
is ill? How they get rid of evidence and people. That
yo
shit is
dope as
ill.
go and tell them
That
how they
shit
do
is
it.
ill.
Go and tell them
All
how they do
right.
it.
So they literally are getting rid of evidence and people by burying them with other dead people. So they
Right,
sticking them like under dead bodies. You go to the funeral, close the casket, and that's it.
right.
You know what I'm
See that?
saying? The
See
evidence
that?
with the shoes, and they put Eddie's shoes in the casket.
Eddie
You know what I'm
clothes and
saying?
all that.
And all his clothes and stuff. Yeah,
But
that
that
shit
made me
fire.
think, like, why do that?
Um,
Because
what?
burning it would be too obvious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
there's a chance that somebody might come across the ashes.
yeah, or remnants or whatever,
I
or
mean, once it's
something
in the
burned all the
ground,
way. Yeah, that's it.
and once you bury the body, that's
Yeah.
like,
And ain't nobody going to dig that up to go like you
ain't
know how
nobody gonna
many
know. You can't know what body it
yeah,
is.
you
He
would
probably don't
have to
even
be
know.
connected to the funeral home and then start exhuming all those bodies for however long, right?
That should have be like on the wire, looking in the vacants.
Right.
You
Right.
get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that was definitely a dope way
Yeah.
of doing that. I think it's definitely must see TV.
It is definitely must see TV. I'm definitely going to continue to watch. Like I had saw it and heard about it, and I was just like, I don't know. Then you called it, and I was like, I'm in. Right. So,
Because a lot of times I ain't gonna hold you. Like I could be watching the game, the commercials keep coming up, and I'm like,
mm,
and then I said Tom Hardy TV show. I'm had to give it a look.
I don't watch commercials, bro.
So then, no, I could be watching. It could be like, it don't even be like I'm watching commercials. It could be like I be watching the game. I don't know. It just kept they feeding it. It's on. It's on. You said it's on Paramount, right?
Yeah, it's on Paramount.
So it might be CBS or some was pushing it where I kept
Mm,
seeing it, kept seeing it,
yeah,
kept seeing it,
yeah,
and then I watched the trailer and I'm like,
yeah,
and then I got to talk the wife into it. Like,
yeah,
babe, look, I just seen this joint. I'm telling you, this joint probably hit.
yeah.
Oh, you
So
go ahead, go
one
ahead.
out of 10, where do you like what do you give it on the first two episodes? Where you at with it? 1 out of 10.
I think we had a 10. I think
Really?
to me, I'm of all the things I watch,
Yeah.
it for me, what makes me judge it is how I'm on it.
Mm,
If it come out on Thursday, am I watching it on Thursday?
yeah,
Or if I see it's a new one and I ain't really tripping off the new one,
yeah,
I'll get to it.
yeah,
So of all the things I'm watching right now, I'm looking at that like I'm on that. That's number one on what I'm watching right now.
yeah. So
How you
that's
feel
what
about it?
so I'm
You don't give it
yeah,
a 10.
I don't give it a 10, right? And I think seven is bullshit because seven is like the easy way out. So it's
Right.
either six or eight for me, and I'm at a six.
Really?
Right? Yeah, I'm at a six. I'm gonna keep watching it, but like you gotta, I need more storyline to develop, right? And like I said,
Right.
with us only being 2 episodes in, but I'm gonna
Right.
continue to watch because here we are. You know what I'm saying on the brothers talking shit entertainment side. You know what I'm saying about this show, and it's the first one we chose to talk about. So I gotta watch it. So I'm locked in,
What
right?
jumps out to you as not What makes it not an eight?
Um, or even, or yeah, 8 or 9 or 10.
Right.
I need more backstory, right? And I'm looking at all the small things that are happening in
Hmm.
every show, the cinematography of it, the words, you know what I'm saying, the cut, the scenes in between, like all the character development stuff, because I hate to get all the way to the end and be disappointed,
Right.
right? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So everything matters. I watched episode 2 twice,
Yeah, you
right?
said that.
Yeah, I watched it
What made you
last
watch it
night
twice?
because I wanted to be able to have a conversation about it. And like even now I realized that I probably should have watched it a third time and took some notes. But we'll
Right.
get there, right? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I'm
I
gonna
might
have
do
it,
that next
yeah,
time.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have it all together, right? Because I want to be able to speak intelligently of it and have people listen to our opinions and our thoughts, and we not just sound like we all over the place with it. So
And please be
uh,
patient with us. This is
yeah,
our
yeah,
first
that's the
time on
first
this
one.
one.
Yeah, that's our
Right.
first
Right.
one.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, like I'm definitely into it. I definitely want to watch. I want to see where it go. But like, I didn't come in the chat like, yo, y'all gotta watch Mobland. Like it
Right.
just wasn't that for me. So that's why I got it at a 6.
Right. I don't know. For me, because I'm not like that with everything. I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, it's really Tom Hardy for me.
Yep.
Tom Hardy is just his character. I don't know if it's a relatable thing,
Yeah.
but it's just like
So you're a huge Tom Hardy fan. Like whatever Tom Hardy.
no,
Oh
I'm
no?
not because I couldn't stand like Venom or nothing.
Oh,
I
okay.
liked him in Lawless. Oh, when he came in and brought them brass knuckles out too, took
Oh
me
yeah,
back to
definitely.
Lawless.
He definitely
You
had the
get what I'm
brass
saying?
knuckles.
He gonna get busy, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's different. It's not like anything you've seen on like anything that's on TV. I don't
Right.
feel like that I've come across.
Yeah.
So that stands out to me too. Just
Hmm.
being different. I can see even though we don't have any character build up like that,
Hmm.
they give us a little something that I'm interested in seeing. Like it gives me enough to.
Yeah.
It gives me enough.
Right.
Because when you give too much, sometimes I feel like that can drain the possibilities of it being good. When you
Yeah.
throwing too much, it'd be an hour. You'd be like, damn, all that in an hour.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I'm a little like I said, of all the things I've been watching, other things I'm watching or I've been watching, that right there is number one. Besides the season finale of The Pit, which is about to drop on Thursday, another one, another good show we can end up talking about, or we can
Yeah,
have
I
it to
gotta
it a
get
little
to
bit.
it, right? And like I said, yeah, give me about a week on that one, and I get the pit there.
Right. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely, like I said, it's definitely. I don't. Then who's the my man, the boy who do all the English joints. He did The Gentleman. He did
Guy Ritchie,
Guy Ritchie's
Guy
involved.
Ritchie's, yeah, he's the director.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I already know.
yeah.
If you seen the gentleman, if people have tuned into the
The
gentleman
gentleman's
on
really good.
Netflix, the
Yeah,
show,
yeah,
another good show. So Guy
yeah.
Ritchie,
Guy
I
Ritchie's
got faith for
official.
his track record speaks for itself, especially with the shows he's been doing. So
Hmm.
um that jumped out to me.
Yeah, like don't mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Like I think
Right.
it's good, getting good right now, and yeah, I'm
Did
telling you,
you
this Brothers Talking shit entertainment. If it's horrible, I'm gonna come in here and give it 2 thumbs down, right?
right,
And
right,
more
right.
thumbs down, right? And I
The
will
milk
not be talking about it, and we will definitely be talking
the
shh about it.
the milk's going bad, Murphy.
Yeah,
For
right.
real.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
watch Paradise?
I did. I love Paradise. All 7 episodes.
That last episode for
Except
me, the
I
way it
was gonna say
ended.
I didn't like the last 3 minutes. Like it didn't make
Yo,
sense.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's another one world. If you ain't tapped into that, that's another one I think.
Paradise is definitely worth the spin. It
Right,
so it was what 8 episodes of Paradise, right?
right,
Eight
right,
episodes. Episode 7 was probably the best episode of television I've seen in a very long time, if not ever. Right. And
right,
that's what I mean about the cinematography of it. Right. And I watched that episode at least 4 times already because I was so engulfed in how good it really was.
right,
With the janitor, right? Him still cleaning up, him
right.
telling the dude, you know what I'm saying, fuck you on the elevator, right? And then going down, and the other Secret Service guy, like, where y'all going? Why am I not going? Take me with you. And then
Right.
him getting his brains blown out. And the other young lady who was like, get my kid out of school. You know, I've been with him for this and many administrations. Like, it was just so much chaos, man.
And the thing that threw me off on that one too in that episode, that honest people don't want to hear the truth and how it can go left real fast
Yeah,
because he had sent a message. The president left a message with
yeah,
the world that he and things was happening, and he
yeah,
left the one he wrote out, and
yeah,
then he went back and did the one from the heart,
yeah,
and you seen the difference in how people are because people don't really want to know
yeah.
when they hear the truth. it, it gets real wild.
Yeah, but I don't think it was so much about the truth. I just think it was about chaos, right? Like the chaos and everything that was going on. Because what you do is you endanger and jeopardize everything else that you're trying to get going. So
Right.
sometimes I think that part of the lie was okay, and they should have done it that way. But telling it like you was damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Both things were right and the
Do
right
you
thing to do.
do you want to know the truth?
Do I want to know the
If
truth?
you at home, you ain't
Yeah.
got no way
Am I
of
going to the compound?
you're not going to the compound.
Yes, I would want to know the truth. But see, my son go to school 3 hours away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, that situation is like, how quickly can I get to my kid?
Right.
You know what I mean? But the reality is you won't.
Right.
Yeah, like that's the truth. You won't be able to get to them in
Right.
that amount of time and things that need to happen. You know,
All right. So one more thing on that.
yeah.
Did my man had the right to be mad at the president? Did we tap into that
We
before?
definitely tapped into it, but no, he didn't have the right. Like,
All right. So what happened was, let me give y'all a little background for those who didn't
yeah,
watch
paradise.
Paradise.
Yep,
The president, he knows something's about to go down. Whatever.
yep.
Is his right hand man, secret security.
Mm-hmm.
He tells him, "Hey man, listen, your wife's still taking them trips to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to put your foot down and tell her she don't need to do that no more."
Yep,
Me as a man now, in the same sequence, the
yep,
president is having his security guy, this black guy, who he
yep,
tells us to walk him through the process of the end of the world.
yep. Or well, yeah, yeah, an event that they have to evacuate the White House because the
Right,
president know. Got
right.
it. Yeah.
So the president tells him,
Yep.
in the midst of him doing this walkthrough,
Yep.
is your wife still going to Atlanta? You might need to put your foot down.
Yep.
And the black guy says, I can't put my foot down when it comes to my wife, basically.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Then got mad at the president when the end of the world. Well, the president said, then I guess we'll just have to pick her up.
Correct.
So when everything goes down, the
Yep.
black man's wife is not able to meet them where they was. She wasn't able to
Yeah.
go.
Sterling K. Brown's wife.
And
Yep.
Sterling K. Brown felt
Yep.
mad at the president.
Hmm.
But I told you, first of all, for me to tell you that was me doing too much.
Doing too much. Correct.
Because I'm not supposed to tell anybody what I know.
Anybody, anything. Yep.
But I told you enough.
Yep.
Whereas though somebody tell you that, especially when we going through the walkthrough of what happens
Yeah.
in
They
the
stay
case of
playing.
this,
Yep.
you need to take that as that's just me telling you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's
So yeah, so the conversation was, did he tell him enough? Should he told him more? And was he really mad at him? And why was he mad at him? Right? So the president was under all belief that they had like a 10
a
day
lot of time.
window.
Right,
You
right,
know what I'm
right,
saying? That's where the I guess we'll have to go and get her
right,
conversation took place.
right.
Right?
Some
And
some
yeah,
changed in that. Right,
like it was like, yo, we got 3 hours. Like that's how that went down. And
right.
it was like, well, what are you going to do? But now, you know what I'm saying? And he even, in the midst of that, tried to help him. Like, go
Go
talk
talk.
to my guy, right? He
Right,
went and talked to the general. And all the words. I love it. He's like, yo, just give me the facts. You know what
right,
I'm saying? Like, miss me with all the other shit. Just give me the facts. He
right,
asked him for the facts. Where she at? Boom, she got to get here by this time. And then you get on the phone with your wife and she's still trying to figure it out. Steal a fucking car. You know
right,
what I'm saying? Like,
right, right,
don't
right,
be
right.
on the highway. It's Atlanta. This is the quickest. Everybody
They
tried to
gave
help
him.
him. They
They
gave
did.
her the route. He told her what to do. And like she just ain't do it or get there. And even with that, she might not have made it. Because the dude, the general and his plane, they didn't make it either.
Yeah, one of the
Right?
planes went down.
It
Right,
went down to like St. Louis or something.
right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like you just can't be mad. Like your kids is here, you know what I'm saying? You alive. Let's go.
True.
The episode 8 was stupid.
Definitely a good show. Check that
That
out.
was yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
WrestleMania 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
How you feeling
I
about it?
guess
Well,
that's what else. I don't watch much of anything else, right? So I do my Jeopardy every night to keep my brain sharp. You know what I'm saying? Watching sports, Lakers in 5, you know what I'm saying, all day. And then you know what I'm saying? Me and my kids watch wrestling, man. And ramping up the is it 41? It's 41, right?
I'm not sure.
I think it's
Now,
WrestleMania 41. Yeah.
I came up the wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Um, I wish my son would. I'm waiting for somebody in this house to actually watch. So I don't really watch until like I'll watch the highlights I see on
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah.
But SummerSlam, Rumble, Mania, I
Hmm.
tune in. I give it more attention than I normally do,
Hmm.
even though I'm looking for any reason in the world to watch it, like
Yeah,
I normally did.
yeah,
Um, I wanted to make a statement. I thought of something. To
yeah.
me, now my favorite wrestler of all time is Sting.
Okay.
To me, Sting is
Hmm.
Tim Duncan. Because if Tim Duncan was on the Knicks, even though we do consider Tim Duncan to be the greatest, one of the greatest power forwards of all time,
Also, yeah,
I just feel like if he had been young and ever got that WWE run, he's my favorite, but I think he'd have been talked about different. And I think if you remember that Sting silent for a year run, as much as they talk about the NWO and DX and all that, that
yeah.
don't get enough credit because you used to tune in to watch Nitro to see Sting be quiet or sit up in the stands. And so that's my guy. I just had to throw that out there real quick. Any comments on that?
No, no, no. Like I said, I've always been a WWF, WWE fan. I just kind of watched Sting from afar because he was such a larger than life character, you know what I'm saying, in the WCW days that you could not, you know what I'm saying, like miss him or not know he was around. But I grew up a huge Ultimate Warrior fan, right? Today, one of my favorites is obviously Roman Reigns, right? I love Cody, right? Cody's great.
Right,
I like the stories, right? You know what I'm
right.
saying? I love Bianca Belair. I love Rhea Ripley. Yeah, like it's good, man. I like the stories, so I'm game with
What?
anything.
When you think about Mania,
Yep.
what matches are you brought up Ripley and Bianca and
Yeah.
what's her name, Iske?
It's gay.
I'm sorry.
Io
Io,
Scott. Io
Io Scott.
Scott.
And
Yeah.
she's amazing. I watched her in
Yeah.
NXT.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's amazing.
Io's dope.
Is that the one that's one of them ones that might still because you know that's the thing. It ain't about nothing else but
The show, yeah,
still
the
in the
moment, the
show.
heavy mania moment, yeah,
Right, right,
yeah,
right. So
yeah.
that sticks out to me as one of them ones.
No, I think the biggest match
Is
is
Reigns.
Roman, CM Punk, is Seth, right?
I keep hearing the rumors that Heyman might go with Seth at the All That,
Like
which would
when
be
it's
crazy.
over,
Which is crazy.
I
He
hate it.
might
I hate it. Yeah, because that was the favor, right? So now he got
right,
to be in CM Punk's corner.
right.
You know what I'm saying for
But what
Mania.
would be the biggest? They saying what I'm hearing is what would be the biggest shocker if he
Um,
trade on both of them
they go with
and end
Seth.
up with Seth. But I just think Seth is such a. I think Roman has grown with the mic skills. Like, see, I get a little
Yeah,
deep
yeah,
when Heyman first got with Roman. Roman ain't had a mic and had the
yeah.
he didn't have the
The charisma.
right that he
Yeah,
has now.
yeah,
Now he can
yeah,
stand alone and do him without Paul.
yeah,
What Paul contributes is
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, and the energy he
Yeah.
gives, and
My
you
name
you don't
is
have to talk like that.
Paul
Right.
Heyman. Right?
But see,
Like,
so
yeah,
I think really Seth already talks good too.
yeah.
So I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I think that is the that might be
Yeah,
the
it's
show
gonna be
stuff.
interesting, right? Because what comes right after Backlash comes after Mania, right?
Is it or Money in the Bank? Or
I think
Money in the
it's
Bank might be two after that.
yeah, I think it's Backlash and then Money in the Bank right after
Right.
that
Right.
because like that's kind of how it plays out. That's the one I'm most interested in. I'm sort of kind of interested in Cena and Cody because I think there's going to be a Rock element to it, and the Rock is always great. I don't know. Um, the Gunther
Jay
and
Uso.
Jay Uso kind of play like the back. They might open it up, right? Now I'm starting to feel like they're gonna open up Mania on like Saturday night
But that is the
with
main
that
one.
match. Yeah, with that just kick it off, right? Because like that'll get everybody's energy up. Because like, bro,
Yeah,
that
that's
that yeet in real life
I never seen it,
is
but
bro. It's real. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It is real to be around that space and everybody up and doing like
They
this
gonna give him he get the belt?
crazy.
He
It's
get the belt?
yeah, he definitely gonna get the belt.
You gonna get the belt?
Yeah, he definitely gonna get the belt. Yeah, I think he gonna get the belt. They playing up on the storyline like on some versus Goliath type joint.
Right.
You know what I'm
Jimmy
saying?
had to
He
come
beat
through
up
and pump him
Jimmy,
up.
you know what I'm saying? He
Jimmy had to
beat the
pump him up.
Jesus out of Jimmy.
Yeah, had Jimmy leaking crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So it's wild for that. Jacob Fatu, I think is the truth. I think
What
Jacob
is he
Fatu.
in? What match is he in?
I think he fighting. What's my
For
man
the
from
U.S.
here?
title or no?
Yeah, yeah. What's my man from here? L.A. Knight. Yeah, L.A.
Oh, is
Knight.
he?
Yeah, he from
Yeah.
Maryland. He from
What is he?
Hagerstown. Yeah,
Yeah. What do you say?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
L.A. Knight. Yeah,
He
yeah,
all right, man. That
yeah,
remind me of the Stone
yeah,
Cold Steve Austin joint a
yeah.
little bit. I can see you see Jacob taking him,
Yeah, I do see Jacob taking him because I think Jacob is really good for the brand as well. He's on par with the bloodline
and I think
conversation
he
and
one of
talk.
them guys who even as a baby face, he still got the heel
Who?
Jacob.
I think Jacob's heel. You
Is
think?
he? Oh,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
but I
yeah,
think,
yeah. I
but the
think
fans, the fans is behind him, crazy,
right,
like
like
almost like a
Roman.
baby face,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
right,
And when
right. It's
that,
like
I think,
anti-hero type
and
shit.
and
Yeah,
that's what get when the guys get to that point,
yeah,
that's what make them forever be
yeah,
able to do whatever. Because at the
yeah,
end of the day, the fans gonna love you regardless whether you bad,
yeah,
good, whatever you are. They rocking with you. And I think early on he's developing that thing where it's though yeah he a badass, but the fans love him. And when you can
yeah,
do that,
yeah.
you
I'm
got him.
I'm mostly disappointed about the Kevin Owens. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Getting hurt and not being in the Mania. He got to have neck surgery.
Well,
So
him and
yeah,
was it gonna be him and
Randy. Yeah,
oh him and Randy.
Him and Randy was going.
Dog, have you ever seen him before the WWE?
Who?
Kevin
Randy Orton?
Owens.
No. Uh-uh.
Kevin Owens is a lot smaller. Kevin Owens used to do like 10 finishing moves in a match. Kevin Owens, you see how athletic he is for his
Yeah.
size. Imagine Kevin Owens 70 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens used to be crazy. He's another guy, he puts that work in. Who
Yeah.
when you think of the most entertaining, because I be more of a I like Shawn Michaels because Shawn Michaels was just the tech. I don't like the big guys with three moves like Cena. I don't like Cena. Cena can talk his ass off, but Cena got four
Yeah.
moves. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Even The
Yeah.
Rock. The Rock got a couple moves. I like the guys who I like the Seth Rollins. I like the AJ Styles. I like the
Hmm.
guys who
The phenomenal one.
yeah who get
Yeah.
busy like that.
Yeah.
Who stick out to you right now as like the when they besides the mic skills when they in that square circle you tuning in to see what they gonna do. Who jumps out at you?
Yeah, I love Seth. You know what I'm saying? I love what the oh, who do I love in the dang on ring? I really like the women, man. I really like the women because they get to it, man. Like I said,
Right.
Bianca and Naomi and Bailey and Io and the whole Damage Control crew. I'm a huge fan of
What's
Naya. You know what I'm saying? I think she hurt, so she's not gonna be in Mania.
what's the
Jade,
what's
yeah. I think that's what you're talking. Her and
yeah
Naomi battle, like that's
yeah
just legit. I'm
yeah.
really enjoying that, man.
She gonna get better though. I feel like she's still in that she ain't what she gonna be, what she can be. Her potential
Yeah,
as far as she's strong, but I don't like I said, I love the Rhea's because they can get in the Charlotte too. They get in the ring and they get busy.
busy.
She
Yeah,
just
yeah,
athletic as hell. When she get that damn
yeah,
pack, she gonna be
yeah.
she got the look and
She got the
everything.
look, she got the
Yeah.
build. I just don't think she has the charisma,
Right. That's what
right?
I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying? And
So they
I don't
might
think she trained enough. And I think she is reliant on the way she looks
because a lot of
in
them
her build.
people who are a lot of athletes
Yeah,
come into that business and they think that because they were no, this is different.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I think she might be one of them ones who might need like a Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
You
But
get what I'm
remember, she was on the
saying?
shelf for like 8 or 9 months
Right,
after
she got
she
hurt.
signed with no, after she signed with
Oh,
WWE.
oh yeah, 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 went
Yeah,
from
like
AEW
before they even put her
because
out
it's
there,
a
she was just walking around talking to people and like being around.
it's a
Yeah,
whole
so
nother set of
yeah. But it's the big leagues, right? Like
right,
AEW,
yeah,
like the
right,
minor leagues for real, for
right,
real. I
right,
don't care who over there, right? The WWE is where it's really at.
yeah, indeed, indeed.
So
All right, so this was our trial, our
yeah,
first time out.
for sure.
Brothers talking shit entertainment.
Yeah,
We gave y'all Mobland.
yeah,
We talked about Paradise.
yeah,
We talked about WrestleMania.
yeah.
We out here.
Yeah,
So
that's it. And I'm gonna
we
finish
out.
White Lotus season 3 by
Oh,
the
I
next time we
never
record too.
really.
Yeah,
I never
you
watched
gotta
White Lotus.
none of it?
No,
Oh,
right
bro,
now,
I'm
like I
gonna let you
said,
catch up. Like you gonna
I'm
have
lo-
to squeeze it in.
I'm
Like it's
locked in.
really good.
I'm locked in on the pit right now.
Yeah.
I'm watching this joint called the Seth Rogen joint. Industry is it Industry?
No,
The
that's not the
Industry.
name of it. I know what you're talking about
I
though.
think it's called
Yeah,
the Industry.
the
Um,
studio.
the Studio. Yeah, yeah, my
Yeah,
bad. You're
yeah,
right. The Studio.
yep.
It's something else about to drop in the next couple weeks. We'll get back to it and we'll talk about it though.
Yeah, for sure.
So come back and rock with us. Y'all know Brothers Talking Podcast. We drop every Monday.
Yep.
So we around. So come rock with us on this side of things, bro. We out
Yes,
here.
sir. Welcome to be a part of the brother verse. All
Yeah, I mean
right,
the
we out
Brotherverse. We out
here.
here. All
Yeah.
right, bro.
Love you,
Yeah.
man. Peace.
Love you too.